Train by day, Kyle Wigginton podcast by night, all day.
Someone needs to clean this place. I have to bring my vacuum cleaner in here one day and just get up all this grime.
Yeah, like, has it been deep cleaned in a while?
No, I'm holding off because they're fixing to start working on the place, and before they do that, they have to come in and spray for bugs. So we'll be closed for a couple of days. I'm not sure. Like, do you have to clean the place after they do that, or like how does that work?
I don't know. I feel like you would have to clean it because it's covered now in chemicals. But then if you clean it off, I don't know.
I don't know either. Like I just picked
really
the cockroach up and threw it in the trash over there, and it was dead. So it was dying. So I mean, clearly
it was not dead yet.
Right. Well, I mean, clearly there's something on the ground that's killing them. I think that's the thing. Like,
There's got to be so much toxic sludge on this floor.
No, if it gets dirty enough, nothing can survive.
Yeah.
And this is probably one of the cleanest dive bars in the city too. I
Oh,
would
for
say.
sure. I mean, I've cleaned it.
Yeah, you did a lot. Lizzie Mazzucchelli.
Yes, that's the correct pronunciation. It's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and say your name for everyone.
I'm Lizzie Mazzucchelli.
Mazzucchelli.
Mazzucchelli. Mazzucchelli.
Yeah, Mazzucchelli.
Super
Lizzie.
Italian.
So it's something about those Italian names. They're fucking powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like I got cheated. Like, what's your middle name? Do you have a cool middle name too?
No, it's Anne.
Okay. They gave you a basic name for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Lizzie,
Well, Lizzie
and Mazzucchelli.
It's Elizabeth.
It's one of the chakra things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Elizabeth Ann.
Elizabeth Ann. But Elizabeth Ann is like a common pairing of names.
So is that, what is that? Is that English?
I guess Elizabeth is English. Anne is English. Or I'm just thinking like, what monarchy had those names, and then they were probably like more popular in what country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that what you are? I mean, you're Italian, obviously.
No, I'm Italian and Irish and German.
Clearly the Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the red comes from the Italians. They're northern
get the fuck outta
Italians, so
here.
they're like pale and have red hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just always think Irish red hair. Yeah.
It's it's tricky. I'm like, oh, I'm Irish. And they're like, aha.
Yeah. And you're Irish that lives in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying she's the whitest person that lives in Miami.
I am the whitest person in Miami by far. Yeah. It's good though, because I can pretend to be a ghost.
Well, it's a brave choice for a redheaded pale person to go to Miami. Yeah. So Lizzie was the first bartender that came back on whenever we reopened from quarantine.
Yep.
And she smashed it.
With a hammer.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was amazing. Like you, Colin, and Towner, like when we first came back, it was insane, man.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it to be that immediate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I couldn't keep up. Like getting inventory for the bar. It was crazy.
Yeah. And we were just all like working. So yeah, there was just three of us. So
I mean, it's probably good though. Like coming from the quarantine aspect, whenever like all of our heads are kind of screwed up, and then jumping right into it and just like going full speed.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was like total chaos because we had to shape up really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I think everybody came out of quarantine, and like us included. Nobody knew how to drink in public or just like be in public, right?
Being around humans again was
Right.
weird.
So like you feel like this sheep herder, but like all the time you're like, I hope nobody notices that I'm a talking pig. Like I'm not even a dog. I shouldn't be doing this either.
Yeah, no, I was so happy to like get back in the routine though. Like it was, did you do something for quarantine, or did you just like hang out?
So I spent probably a good like 2 solid months at home doing nothing, just like going insane. And then I was working at a local distillery in town. Like they were making hand sanitizer, so we were bottling that, and then also doing kind of like the regular bottling of alcohol.
I mean, it's good that you found a place.
But that was great to just have something to do. Like getting out of the house I was ready. I was like, I'm losing all of my marbles.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I love being alone. So for me, it was like heaven.
Yeah. You were like on vacation.
Yeah. It was nice. I was just like sitting around, like reading, trying to like learn things. I mean, there was a time where I was like, fuck, I got to start working out.
Yeah.
I mean, because they shut the gym down at the place I live. And I guess it was like 2 months where I did the same thing, just kind of like in my head. And then one day I was like, fuck, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I need to work out. Just like we got some sandbags or something that I had and just started lifting them.
Yeah, I started working out. Like I tried in that early phase, and then that never really caught on.
Mhm.
But then later I was like, yeah, I need to move and just like get out of my head.
What do you think that's it? What do you think that's about? Like whenever you're working out, like you just kind of like get that aggression out, that energy out?
Yeah, I think so. I also think like if it's very strenuous, I just kind of dissociate. It's like, just get through it. But that's a nice, very like Zen.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's what I started doing too.
You're just feel like in the physicality of it and you're not in your head.
I don't even like working out anymore. I just go work out because it is that. It gives me that like Zen feeling.
Yeah.
Like I do this thing where it's like HIIT training. So I work out like really hardcore. I was doing
like that stuff too. Yeah.
It's nice. Like it just gets my day started.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going and doing classes. That was good too. Cause I can't like, I try at home to do it with a video and I'm like, well, no one can see me. But then I'm like there in the room. They're like, do 800 burpees. I'm like, okay.
Sucks, yeah. Now I think I need like competition around me when I'm working out. Even though I say it's not about working out anymore, it's just like that. Having another person in the room just makes you want to go that much harder.
Oh yeah. And then you feel really good when you're like, I got this. Like, look at these people around me. Ha ha ha.
So when I first graduated college, I worked as an IT administrator, and the school that I worked at, my old baseball coach was the principal.
Okay.
So he and I would go to the gym every day. It was like the coolest job ever because we would like play video games and go to the gym and stuff. I know. So we would go to the gym every day at like 12 o'clock and we would go to the place that I graduated from. He graduated too. We had a free membership, like membership.
Oh, awesome.
So like we're in there working out with like, undergrads and stuff in college. And that was his thing. Like he liked to get on the elliptical. And when he saw like a young person, he would look at them.
Like stare them down and then just like start going
and then
harder.
He would like go. Yeah. Like he would make it a competition, but that was his like mentality. He loved that, like that, just like beating young kids.
That's so threatening. Like, can you imagine being that kid and you're just like, okay, I'm going to the gym. And then suddenly this like older guy is just like staring you down.
I mean, I guess it could go both ways. You could be like, is this guy trying to fuck me?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that way. I'm just like, what did I do? Like, where did you come from?
Years of working in the gay bars.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think if like that was, I mean, I guess I do see that sometimes now when I'm in the gym. Like I'll see these like young guys and they'll be trying to go and I'm trying to like go harder than them. So, I mean, I get it, but if I was that young guy, there's no way that old man was getting off.
Oh no. Yeah.
My heart would be pumping.
Well, there's something gladiatorial about the gym. It's like only one will exit.
The young man, old man competition too, Like there's no way an old man's beating me. I mean, I guess, am I old now?
I don't know.
Can I say it as that?
Am I old? Like,
I don't know. I just had this realization. I was like, fuck.
Am I the old man in the gym?
Oh my God. Maybe I am.
Well, yeah, maybe around here with all the college kids.
Well, I feel like I can like hit both sectors now.
Yeah, but I don't feel like you look like definitively old to a younger person.
No, I'm the guy that's like in the middle right now. So I can like go against the young guys and the old guys, just crush everyone. It's like prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's what we'll go with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that sweet spot, everyone dies except me.
24 years old, Yeah. 24, you heard it. Mm-hmm. So what's new for you, Liz? So you bartended here for what, like a year and a half, 2 years?
No, it feels like it, but I was only here for like 3 or 4 months.
Get the fuck out of here. No way. Dude, time doesn't like work in my head after the quarantine.
I'm so confused. And especially since I've left New Orleans, I'm like, it's this strange jello of, oh, I thought that was like only a couple of months. It's been almost a year. It's wild. Time is so malleable. The last 3 years are kind of one long, weird, sinuous mush.
Time is a weird thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that a lot here lately, about how everything's literally happening at the same time, but we just experience it linear.
But I don't know, is it linear? Like, it doesn't even feel, I don't know. I feel like it's this spider web right now. It's like
of possibilities. Yeah. That's a good way to feel though. That means your life is like open. You can do whatever you want to.
That's so daunting.
I think it's a good thing.
It should be freeing, but I'm like, no.
No, I say you ask yourself, like, what do I want to do? And I think you're going for it right now, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to like get back into it. Because I think right before actual lockdown happened, I had been working really for almost the better part of a year on a one woman show that I got to do. I was supposed to do a pretty long run of it. And then I got to do it just one time before everything like totally shut down. So I think in a lot of ways that was very frustrating because it was like this huge crescendo to like this little whimper. But it has given me a lot of time to reflect on kind of like where I was in my writing at that point and how some of it I can definitely let go of and it's not relevant to me or like wasn't particularly good. And it has given me the opportunity to like rework that. But now I'm like, okay, now what?
So Lizzy is one of the most creative people that I know. Like she can do anything, but like, what would you consider writing, comedy, acting, painting?
I mean, to me, they kind of like all,
they're all the same thing, right?
I've been like kind of doing them all at the same time. Yeah. Because I was doing a lot of comedy stuff, but I was writing for it. And then a lot of the shows that we were doing like did have kind of an art component and like this weird, goofy set pieces or props or puppets or stuff. So yeah, I was kind of like doing them all congruently in a weird way. And here, with like all the costumes, constantly making like crazy stuff.
Well, that, and then like everything I threw your way, like creatively, you would be like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Like, I think the first day you came in here, I was like, yo, can you make our drink sign?
Yeah.
And can you like do some artistic stuff? And you're like, sure, I can do that.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I didn't know you could do that, but okay.
I'm surprised those are still there.
On there. Yeah.
I know. I'm so glad that somebody put the little or in between the margarita and the mojito because people kept ordering, and I guess they still do, a margarita mojito. And we're like, that's 2 drinks.
I wonder if we can do that, though.
I mean, you could easily do that.
Just put some mint.
Just put some mint. I think you'd have to make a decision. Is it going to be rum or tequila? But otherwise, just like up the lime, add some mint. It's kind of, it's an easy combo.
I like that. I think I'm going to try it. Yeah. But I think Ray was the one that put the,
of course.
He was actually going to redo the sign one day. He was going to leave the donkey there. Yeah. He loves your donkey. He was going to redo it, but he never got around to it for some reason. He was like painting the thing on the wall over there.
Well, I feel like that was very time consuming.
The masterpiece. Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It looks so great. And it's cool because I left when he was kind of like just starting on it. So all of the framework for it was there. And then, the first time I came back, I was like, whoa, this is great. Yeah.
Oh, you left before he finished that?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were here for like crazy. 3 years or something.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
Well, that I think because it was like so immediately so intense and so swamped, like that really short amount of time felt like a long time for all of us.
Right.
I mean, I can't speak for all of us, but
yeah, I mean, I thought it was like 4 years ago. So it felt like a really long time for me. No, Ray, he's amazing, dude. He has aphantasia, right?
Mm-mm.
That's I'm sorry, Ray, if I think you tell everyone this, but I mean, I don't want to be telling your business. Yeah. But I mean, it's incredible to me. He can do things like that, yet he can't make pictures in his mind because that's what aphantasia is.
Okay.
Yeah. So he can't visualize things in his mind, but he can do that. It's incredible.
That is really awesome.
And I was talking to someone about this the other day, and they said that they think that maybe the reason he is such a good artist is because he can't do that. So he has nothing to hold him back. Because like a lot of times I feel like our minds are
there's no expectation and then disappointment at what your hand can do.
He's just going with the rules and going with the flow.
Yeah, that's a cool way to think about just making anything to try to do that, to just be like, it is whatever it becomes. I'm really bad about that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this thing. It's going to be exactly like this. And I'm like, no, screw it. I don't.
I'm the same way. I'll plan for like a week and then I'll like do something totally different. Yeah. But I mean, I spend a lot of my time planning shit. Never gets done. That's why I found that like, even like this right here, this podcast, just rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Just like throwing it together. Like we're making something.
Right. Whatever it is.
Whatever this is.
we're doing here.
It. Yeah. Yeah, I tell everyone, like, we have these weird conversations about like time and stuff all the time. And we just never record them. I mean, might as well get them on in case something profound comes out.
I think it's fun. And this is a good spot for just like sourcing weird conversation for sure.
Your one woman show, are you like planning on doing anything else with that?
I think so. I would like to bring it back. I don't know where that would be.
I would like to see it.
Yeah. It's a character show. So it's just like sketch characters.
Next time you come to town.
Yeah. I would like to maybe try to put it up someplace here again. Or I'm kind of waiting until things are a little bit more settled in the world and maybe try to submit it to like some festivals or something.
Are you going to film it?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that at some point.
Oh, dude. Yeah. We should talk about this.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I don't know what it's like, but I mean, it'd be nice to like see it one time and then see what we could do film wise. Like, are you wanting to angles and stuff, or are you just wanting to? I mean, you direct too, so I mean, you know all the shit.
Yeah, I think like
I was just like inserting myself into it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this now.
Wait, now I have a new project.
I do this so bad too because I do this all the fucking time.
Tell me about your work. Now it's mine.
No, it's my work.
It's just like the gym.
Yeah, it's a competition now. No, but I mean, I just like anytime someone asks me to do something, I can't say no.
Yeah.
Because immediately my head just starts spinning. I'm like, okay, ideas.
Wait, I can, okay, yeah, that stuff.
I don't even know how to do this, but I can do it.
I'm going to figure it out. Yeah, I think, originally when I had done it, there was a large video component. So in between the characters, there was this kind of running narrative through video that, what a nightmare. I mean, I shot it all myself. It's only me playing everyone. I like built all these weird sets in like an empty room of the house. Actually, at one point I would come here and some of the bartenders would just like save all the empty booze bottles for me because I was building like a fake bar set. So I would just be like this weird hobo Santa Claus with these giant sacks full of empty bottles, like waddling down Ferret Street. But we ended up no one really ever saw the videos because of like technical difficulties on the day. They were like, the projector doesn't work. I was like, oh shit. So there was that. And I think I would totally scrap that now. It's not necessary. It doesn't. I think I thought that it really needed a glue to hold it all together. When I did it, I was like, nope, it's better without it. So I think I would just do it kind of straight. Like we just want to see the stage, maybe do like a B camera, but nothing fancy.
Yeah. Like a sketch comedy type thing.
Yeah.
Like what Dave Chappelle used to do and stuff. Yeah. I think that's a good format right there. Just do some jokes in between, do a couple skits.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like that. And then so it's just like skit basically. And then I blacked out the whole theater and I was reading like a fake radio show in between. So like you were just hearing it and seeing nothing. And that was actually kind of fun. I thought wasn't sure if it would work, but it worked well.
And you were going to do this like all at once?
Yeah. I mean, it was,
like it's going to be a stage thing?
I was on the stage and then I'd run back into the green room, on the God mic, and I'm just reading the radio, and then like back out.
Much.
It was a lot. But I'll figure out how to do that better. I think I'm going to
you could probably record it. Yeah. Hit play, change your costume, go back out.
I had the videos like for that buffer time, but I think I'm just going to record it. It was fun to read it though in real time because you can hear people and like play with it.
Oh yeah. Play with their emotions and stuff.
So I'll figure it out.
You ever been to a black box theater performance? Sure you have. Yeah. I mean, the first time I went to one of those, it was so weird because I was like right up close to the actors. And it was just, I don't know, it felt very intimate.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of like so many black boxes, but I love it. And I like the ones where they're in the round and they're just kind of like below you.
Yeah, I know. That was the one that I was at. It was, it was like this tiny ass room. It was actually where I did my first acting class at. This little bitty room, they had chairs set up and then the actors were literally like right in front of you. So, I mean, it was an experience.
I think as part of the audience, that's definitely like a new way to experience theater because you think of it as something very polished and very far away. And
you're like in it.
Far away tableau, but this you're in it. They're right there. They're sweating on you.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, there was another one. That was a cool experience. I think that's what like that experience kind of made me like fall in love with acting. But one of the coolest things I've seen theater wise, I'm not a huge theater guy. But one of the coolest things I've seen was right before quarantine, my old roommate did The Exorcist.
Okay.
And it was The Exorcist on like drugs. Basically is what they did. Everyone on the cast was doing a different drug. Or some of them were drinking, and they had these like decanters of clear liquid on the stage. It was vodka, gin, and water.
And you just didn't know.
You didn't know which one you were going to get. Yeah. And that one of the coolest things about it was the girl who played the Exorcist was actually a 6'4", 300-pound man. It was amazing.
I love that.
The entire bed was full of this person when it was in it. I saw my roommate one time because he played the preacher.
Okay.
So he played the younger preacher.
Yeah.
So he walks up to
the young priest or the old priest.
The priest, not preacher, priest. Yes, you're right. Yeah. I get those religious terms all messed up. You know.
I know.
So he grabs a bottle of this clear liquid and he walks up to the bed. And he's delivering this line to the girl. Takes a huge swig off this, a huge pull off. He thought it was water. He thought it was the one he put down earlier. And he almost threw up on her.
Oh no. That's like the reverse Exorcist.
Oh my God. It was in the audience. Like we're all sitting there and like we all know the story.
Right.
But that right there made it so much better that he was fighting it.
Well, that there's still entropy because of that new element, even though everybody there already knows what's going to happen. It's still kind of, you can be surprised. That's cool.
It was a great show. I would love to see if they did another one of those in New Orleans. They were actually working on Willy Wonka.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was right when the shutdown happened. And I was like, fuck, I'm definitely going to this.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, you should, have you ever thought about doing one of those?
I know a lot of people who've done stuff like that. I think, I don't know. It's very chaotic. Like I've had experiences where I was unwittingly at the time, I had the flu. I was so sick. It was New Year's Eve and we were doing like this live show that was in the style of one of those like British quiz shows where they like pair people up and whoever makes the best answer, and it's just goofy. Unbeknownst to me, every other comedian there had just dropped like a bunch of acid. So there I am. I have the flu. I'm like barely alive now, trying to like just figure out what's going on. So I don't think I would be in a hurry necessarily to, that wouldn't be my first choice to jump into one of those.
Yeah.
But I think, I definitely have a bias because of that terrible night.
Well, especially like when you're sick like that, you don't want to be on stage, you know?
No, I didn't want to be on the stage. And then I was like, I don't understand why all of you are being so, oh no.
Yeah. And at that point, like, you don't really have anyone that can fill in for you either because you're the ones that's been rehearsing for the spot for so long. And it's like, it's like regional theater.
And now like you have to basically corral all of these children.
Were you the director too?
No.
Okay. Poor director.
I think the director was also tripping.
Well, that's the best way to do it. If everyone else is going to do it, it's like, fuck, there's no way I can withstand this. I had one story like that. I was doing Rocky Horror Picture Show and it wasn't, no one else was dropping acid or anything. We were like all rehearsed this entire time. It was our last run and we were doing 3 shows that one day. So that night I started coming out with a migraine, like after the first show. I didn't tell anyone.
Of course not.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone. But the director, when she's like went outside one time and I was getting like queasy because I was like, fuck, I went on and did like the first little act and then I went back off and then I went outside to throw up. And she's like, why didn't you tell me that you had a migraine? Because apparently there's this pill that you can take if you have migraines. And she like she has a prescription for this.
Okay, so she had it like ready to go.
Yeah, for her. But she was like, here, take this. So I took it and the intermission, I went and laid down for, I don't know, whatever, 15 minutes, whatever it was. And just in the dark room and that pill kicked in and she's like, now you're going to feel kind of weak because all the blood like rushes out of your limbs and goes straight to your head. And I felt fucking amazing. Like,
So you were like, I'm back.
oh my God, dude. That was the best performance I've ever had. Yeah. I think it was like cocaine in that pill or something. I had no idea. It was amazing. Whatever that is, whoever made that.
Whatever that migraine magic pill is.
Dude, I've always just slept through migraines. I was like, there's nothing I can do to get over this. I'm just going to have to tough it out.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand there was a magic pill for that.
I didn't know there was.
Oh my God.
But I don't really get migraines, which is very fortunate.
Well, at the time I was dieting, so I think it was like a sugar crash or something like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was dieting because I was Rocky in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I was trying to get those abs, trying to be, perfect.
So you were at the gym threatening people, not eating anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the hanger going on. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to get back into that. I recently started eating mostly vegetables, like 90% vegetables now.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that he always told me, dude, he went completely vegetarian. He's like, dude, I have so much energy. I was like, there's no way you have that much energy. He's like this little buff dude. And I'm like, how do you have muscle still, And I started eating it. I wake up every day with the sunlight. Like it's insane. Like I crave vegetables. Like I don't even crave like junk food anymore. I'm just like, give me more vegetables.
Yeah. Give me those carrots.
Yeah. And it's insane. Like how much that does for your body. Like I didn't realize it.
Yeah. I've definitely eaten better than I am right now.
What's the issue? Just fuck it, life.
Laziness.
Yeah.
General malaise. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know why. What kicked me into gear? I don't know. I mean, this isn't like
woke up with a bee in your bonnet. Like today I will eat my vegetables.
I think it was the beard.
The beard.
I grew the beard back out and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I gotta have a body for this beard.
I am a woodsman. I will forage for my meals.
Thor. So what else? Have you been doing any auditioning and stuff or?
I just did an audition this week, which I hadn't done anything in a long time. Definitely speaking to Exorcist, it definitely felt like a demon just came out of me. Like I wasn't there. I don't know what I did. But it was good because that's something like intermittently I'll struggle with, that kind of like panic stage fright. And if I'm not doing it constantly or like auditioning constantly, it's like, oh yeah, this happens. This involuntary demonic summoning.
Yeah.
But definitely glad that I did it and got back out there. And I mean, I really enjoyed doing all of the preparatory work and like working on the character. So it was really good to kind of force myself to do that again. It's something that I like to do. Yeah. And it's hard to just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to work on this monologue for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, I had a similar experience when I came back out of quarantine and, just the first audition that I did, it was just garbage. But I mean, you got to think about what you're doing. Like you're dealing with emotions that you haven't really brought up in a long time. Right. So then they're all just like flooding over and it's like, oh shit.
Right. You think you're like feeling some other emotions, but then, I mean, they're your emotions, right? That you're using, but then something else will suddenly come out that you didn't expect.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's so crazy. I mean, that's when you actually break down what acting is, a lot of people are like, oh, you're just playing pretend. It's like, well, you're playing pretend, but you're also like drawing from a place of like deep within yourself. So it's an emotional control thing. So if you're not like practicing on that all the time, then yeah, it's hard to like jump right back into it.
Yeah. And not feel disconnected or like, because you're not overlaying someone else's experience onto yourself. You're pulling from your own experience to match what, that other person. Yeah. What a strange thing it is.
It is really. Yeah. I mean, I think that's another reason I got into acting in the beginning because I just like didn't understand myself. I didn't understand my emotions. So by like jumping into these other people's heads, these other characters, then I could like better understand myself.
Yeah. Or like what will elicit this response in me if I can visualize that thing or recall that thing. And then being able to have that kind of control is very strange. When you're like, oh, okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah. When you like snap back into it, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
I got to keep acting. Yeah. The first acting exercise we ever did in my little acting class, the instructor was like walking around the room, and she was giving us like these instructions to do. And it was reach out, and there's someone that you love in a river, and they're holding onto a log for dear life, and you're trying to reach them, but you just can't reach them. And I was like just in the zone right there. And then she literally told everyone to stop. She's like, look at him. And I was like, fuck. And like, she said that I was like not in the zone anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
but also you were like, I'm the strongest.
Oh yeah. I was like, but I just can't reach. I just can't get him.
I always think about like little sense memory exercises that we used to do where just you're holding a hot cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. So like feeling that weight and the heat and the steam. And you really can get there. And it's cool to watch someone be like, I have nothing in my hands, but I see what it is.
Yeah. Now it's so do you think that like, because, we're talking about Ray with aphantasia and we're talking about like visualizing that moment. You think there are people that have aphantasia that can't act?
I don't think so, because it's not, I mean, maybe visualizing is the wrong word, because you're not picturing like, what does sadness look like, right? You're tapping into like, for me, what makes me feel sad? Right. Oh, now I feel sad.
Yeah, I guess I was like visualizing what the teacher was saying or the instructor was saying, reach out for something.
Oh, in that sense, yes.
Yeah, but no, if you're just acting in a scene, there's other people there and stuff. You draw up their emotions, right?
I don't know. Maybe not necessarily, right? Because like, even if you can't visualize that person there, you could still call up how that would feel, that like emotionally what that would be like, which is essentially what you're getting at. And you're just given the gift of like maybe the visual aid if you can create it. But at the end of the day, it's like, what is that experience of I can't reach them? So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily would be a hindrance.
We need to get Ray on the line.
Yeah.
Ray, can you act? We know you can make masterpieces.
You can paint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paint, draw, whatever, dude. I think you do poetry too. Maybe, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. I definitely remember talking to him about poetry. It
was the most incredible thing when I was bartending here. When I first started working here, which was like, 28 years ago, or like whenever that was, I think it was like 6 years ago, maybe. When I first started working here, he would come in here and just one after another, he would just sit there and like, he would drink PBR and just knock out masterpiece after masterpiece. And he's like handing them out to people. He's like, here you go. Here you go. Like we still have him like hanging around the bar. It's insane how freaking crazy this guy is. So good.
It's fun. I love this bar. There's so much of that here. Like, oh, cool, I made this thing.
Yeah. And it's like, and holy shit. Yeah. Like, why are you not famous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's that way with the comedians and everything.
Yeah.
That's why, I love the way we do things here. We just like have art everywhere. We miss you.
Well, I miss this place. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
I was like back for a couple of days. I was like, well, I'm going over to the bar, say hi.
It's like the living room,
It is. It really is. It's kind of like you can always pop in. It's always going to be like a, for the most part, just like good, clean fun.
Yeah. So you got anything else you got coming up?
Not really. No, just going back to work. And
where can everybody find you on the social medias? You do a lot of cool stuff on social media, or you used to. Do you still do it? I used to.
I haven't really been very active on social media, but I also just haven't been very active in my life.
Yeah. It's a job.
Yeah.
Like I do the social media for this place, and at the end of the day, I don't want to do anything for myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
I just was like, I think I spent a lot of time on social media during the initial points of lockdown, and then really got out of the habit and was trying to like just contact people. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't have anything that anybody needs to see. Like I'm just in my little gremlin cave, like with a pizza. No one needs to see that.
That's a good point though. I wonder if like a lot of people use that as like their therapy during that, the quarantine.
I felt like it became unhealthy, that it was like voyeuristic for like an alternate reality that had ceased to exist. Like, I don't want to see like cool places in the world and, and like stuff that I can't do.
I can see that. I think some people like have issue. They have trouble like breaking out of that still.
Yeah.
Like in the quarantine, they used it as like their crutch or whatever. And now it's hard to get out of that mentality.
Yeah. But I'm Biznas Mozzarella on Instagram.
Can you spell that?
BIZZNASS and mozzarella, like the cheese. Yeah, I gotta change that.
Biz nasty. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biz nasty mozzarella. Hell yeah.
It's very silly. But
Lizzy,
I'm very silly.
it's always great to see you.
Yeah, Kyle. Thanks for having me on this. This was fun that you guys are doing this. And
Hell yeah. Well, dude, whenever you want to film that stuff, we'll do it too. So that we can have a movie night over there and we can show your stuff. Yeah. We got the little projector up now.
Oh yeah. I saw that you were doing that. That's cool. So much good stuff is happening here.
It's crazy, man. Like this place just like flourishes. Yeah. But it's because of you guys. I mean, the personalities that are behind the bar are what will bring people back in here. Like people, when I first started working here, there was they did like Metal Mondays or something.
Oh yeah.
And I think the sales were like $100 a night or something. It was like the bartender was here jamming by herself. Yeah. It's like, okay, if that's what you want to do.
That's what you want to do. Like, do it. Cool.
Yeah. But anyway, this is Lizzie Mozzarella.
That's me.
Lizzie Mazzucchelli.
Well, I'm cheesy, so.
Was that right?
Yeah, Mazzucchelli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit her up on social medias. Yeah.
Cool.
Good to see you, Liz.
Yeah, good to see you too.